What comes to your mind when you hear about gender-based violence or GBV?
Do you picture a man physically abusing his wife? In another term, domestic violence? Well, that's one way to look at GBV. But let's not forget that it can happen the other way around. Women inflicting physical or verbal abuse on men.
However, in most cases, women are often the victims of GBV. This gender-based violence includes not just physical or verbal abuse, but also mental, sexual, and economic harm. It can also be understood as depriving an individual's liberty based on his or her gender.
Now, what are some of the contributing factors of GBV? Let's look at a healthy and an unhealthy romantic relationships or married couples. Healthy relationships can be understood as a relationship in which both the parties are happy, if not contented. But in an opposite situation, if either one of the parties is unhappy, then that means that there is something wrong with their relationship. That could mean that their relationship is likely an unhealthy one.
So, what makes a romantic relationship unhealthy? Some toxic traits are being unsupportive, overpossessive, jealous, invading personal space, insecurities, and so forth. Such traits are bound to jeopardize a relationship, and this could even lead to partners reacting to one another violently. In order to not establish a toxic relationship, it would be best if both parties know when not to cross their lines, trust one another, and respect each other as an individual.
Another cause of gender-based violence is patriarchy. The notion that men are superior to women is instilled in some men, and that leads such men to consider themselves as superior. They expect their wives to obey to their orders and comply with their preferences within a family. If not, some men often land up physically abusing their wives, especially when triggered by alcohol. According to Renew, 69 women were physically abused, 29 women emotionally, and 4 economically, all in 2020.
On the contrary, despite the patriarchal dominance, 9 men reported being physically abused, 4 emotionally, and 3 economically in the same year. Now, outside marriage, GBV also occurs in patriarchal society where women are victimized in their workplaces, schools, or other institutions where they are mostly verbally abused. This is because women are deemed incapable or not at par as men when it comes to carrying out responsibilities out of home.
So, how do we prevent gender-based violence?
It's simple. Let's not harbor gender-based prejudices, develop toxic relationship traits, or practice patriarchy.
Let's not look down on individuals' capacity based on his or her gender, but have faith that regardless of one's gender, every individual is capable and must be given equal liberty in all aspects of life.
Let's not control one another in a romantic relationship or in a marriage, because despite the label, all individuals must never be deprived of their fundamental rights and freedom.
Be it a man or a woman, we all must respect one's privacy, have trust and faith in a healthy relationship.
And most importantly, let's try to eradicate the practice of patriarchy and keep contributing towards women empowerment, because let's not forget that women are mostly victimized and they face more challenges when compared to men.
If we all keep this in mind, we all can prevent gender-based violence and make our society a harmonious place to live in.